All right, today we're diving into something that could genuinely flip the entire world of software development on its head. We're talking about Google's new IDE, a project called Antigravity.
So let's just start with the big question right up front, because this isn't just another shiny new tool. What we're looking at here could be a major turning point in how we actually build software.
For the last few years, we've gotten really used to AI copilots. They're like that helpful navigator in your car, suggesting the next turn, helping you with syntax. But what anti-gravity is bringing to the table is, well, it's a completely different paradigm. We're talking about AI autonomous development. The AI isn't just in the passenger seat anymore. It's more like a whole team of drivers who can plan the route, write the code, and even test the car themselves. You're not the driver anymore. You're the crew chief.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at what makes this a totally new kind of IDE. Then, we'll get into how you become its mission control. We'll see how you work with these autonomous agents, unlock its craziest feature, parallel development, and then wrap up by asking, is this the future?
All right, part one, a new kind of IDE. And the key thing to get here is that this isn't just your standard editor with some AI features bolted on. No, its entire philosophy is different from the ground up.
So what is Antigravity? It's what they call an AI-native, agent-first development platform. And that agent-first part is everything. It's built on the assumption that AI agents are the ones doing the heavy lifting. They're not just suggesting the next line of code. They're designed to handle entire features, from planning to writing to testing.
Okay, so if you've got these powerful agents running around, how in the world do you manage them? Well, Antigravity has a pretty clever answer for that. It's kind of like your own personal AI mission control.
It gives you two ways to work. On one hand, you have the editor view. And this is going to feel super familiar, right? It looks and feels a lot like VS Code. It's for when you want to get your hands dirty, tweak some code, or just review what an agent has done. But then, there's the agent manager view. And this is where the magic happens. This is your mission control. It's where you stop being a line-by-line coder and start being an orchestrator, a supervisor for your whole team of AI agents.
And these agents have some serious range. They're not just stuck inside the editor. They operate across what Google calls three surfaces. So yeah, they can create and modify files in the editor. But they can also jump into the terminal to run commands or install what they need. And this is a huge deal, they can even open up a built-in browser to interactively test the UI they just built. They can fill out forms, click buttons, and take screenshots to prove their work.
So, what does it actually feel like to work this way? Well, it all boils down to a brand new development process, and it's all about clear communication between you and these agents.
The key idea here is something they call artifacts. Look, anyone who's worked with automation knows the pain of digging through endless, cryptic log files. Antigravity avoids that completely. Instead of logs, the agents produce these clean, human-readable artifacts. Think of them as project updates, a detailed plan, a code diff, even a full walkthrough showing you exactly what it did and why.
And you get a whole range of these things. Task lists, implementation plans, code diffs, walkthroughs, even screenshots and browser recordings. It gives you complete visibility. You can see the agent's thought process from start to finish, and most importantly, you can verify that the job was actually done right.
And this quote from AI with Brandon on YouTube kind of nails the feeling. It honestly feels like Cursor put on steroids. That's a perfect way to put it. It takes that conversational, helpful vibe you get from tools like Cursor and just injects it with this incredible power of true, verifiable autonomy. The feedback loop is also just super intuitive. Think about how you collaborate in Google Docs. That's exactly how it works here. An agent produces an artifact, say its implementation plan, and you can just highlight a section and add a comment. The agent sees your feedback, understands it, updates its plan, and gets back to work. You don't have to babysit it. It's asynchronous collaboration with an AI.
Okay, let's get to the fourth point, because this might be the single biggest game changer of the whole platform: unlocking parallel development.
The concept is simple but incredibly powerful. One developer, multiple agents. This is really the whole point of that agent manager view we talked about. It's not just for one task at a time. It's for deploying an entire team of agents to work on completely different things all at once.
I mean, just think about what this workflow looks like. While you are busy focusing on a really tough architectural problem, the big picture stuff, you could have Agent 1 off researching a new API and drafting the code for it. At the same time, Agent 2 is tackling a complex CSS bug that's been nagging you. And Agent 3? It's just generating documentation for a feature you finished last week. It's a massive force multiplier for a single developer. And this is where it gets really crazy. The process is genuinely end-to-end. When an agent, say, builds a new UI feature, it's not done yet. It can then spin up that browser agent we mentioned to go and test its own work. It'll click through the UI, fill out forms, and send you back screenshots as proof that the feature works exactly like it's supposed to.
So let's bring this all together. With a tool like this on the horizon, what does it mean for the future of coding? What is the developer's job going to look like?
This table, I think, really puts it all into perspective. You've got VS Code for good old-fashioned manual coding. You've got tools like Cursor for AI-assisted coding, but Antigravity, it's carving out a whole new category. It's an AI orchestration tool. Your core job shifts from editing files to orchestrating and supervising your team of agents.
And here's maybe the biggest kicker of all, the price. The individual plan is completely free. $0 a month. And that's not for some watered-down version. We're talking access to some of the most powerful models out there right out of the box. Giving this kind of power away for free is absolutely going to speed up this shift in how we think about development.
And that really brings us back to the big question. As tools like Antigravity get better and better, it really feels like the role of a developer is about to change. We might be moving away from writing every single line of code ourselves and more towards defining goals, reviewing plans, and, well, orchestrating a team of incredibly capable AI agents. So I'll leave you with this. What do you think that future looks like?